All right, so we are going to jump right into chapter 3 now that we are back from a nice long break. So 3.1 is a fairly long section. We're going to kind of break it up into parts, and then at the end of the week, we'll put it all together to solve polynomial equations. So we've solved regular linear equations, right, that just have one x term. We've solved quadratic equations, which start with x squared. So polynomial equations, we're going to have exponents that are higher than 2. So like 3, 4, 5, and so on. So that gives us a lot of answer possibilities, right? Because quadratic equations with x squared, we know have 2 answers. So x cubed, or x to the third, will have 3 answers. X to the fourth would have 4. X to the fifth would have 5, and so on. So that's a whole lot of where do I start? So with these, we kind of work backwards. We're able to come up with a list of all of the possible answers that an equation could have, and then work from that list to kind of narrow everything down. But today we're just going to find the list of possible answers, which is called the rational zero theorem. So let's say we have x to the fourth plus 2x to the third minus 7x squared minus 8x plus 12. So the only parts that we're going to worry about right now are the constant term, which is 12, and our leading coefficient. So the number that is in front of our highest exponent, which is everybody's favorite, in this case, the invisible 1. But it would be whatever number is in front of your highest exponent in your equation. So what we're going to do first is we're going to list all the possible factors of 12. And we're going to make a list. So we're going to put plus or minus, right, because we have positive and negatives. The book will put them in front of every factor. I just put it in front of the first one because that's annoying to write. So we know that we have 1 and 12, right? We want to kind of make these as a list. We know 2 and 6, and we know 3 and 4. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So basically everything that you can divide by 12, or everything that you can do 12 divided by and get even answers. So like you can do 12 divided by 12, 12 divided by 6, 4, and so on. Then, this is not a good example, but it's okay. We'll get the idea. Then we list all of our possible factors of 1, which, you guessed it, is just 1. So then, to get all of our possible zeros, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our factors of 12, so all of our factors of our constant term, and divide them by all of our factors of whatever we have here. So in this case, we're just going to have 1 over 1, 2 over 1, 3 over 1, 4 over 1, 6 over 1, 12 over 1. So we'll just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. But let's say that, let's make it 3. So now our factors are 1 and 3. So now to get our possible zeros, we would have to take, so again, like we did in the first one, we're going to take everything here and divide it by the first one. So everything over 1, so just itself. So we have, let me do it in green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now we have to take all of those and put them over 3. So 1/3, 2/3, 3 over 3, 4 over 3, 6 over 3, and 12 over 3. Now, obviously, you can reduce that. So that's going to be a 1. We already have a 1. Right? 6 over 3 is 2. We already have a 2, so we don't need a duplicate. 12 over 3 is 4, which we already have. So we don't need the duplicate. So our list of factors would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 1/3, 2/3, and 4/3. With that handy plus or minus in front of them. So today, that's all we're doing. I just want you guys to get the hang of finding all of our possible zeros or answers, right? So the word zeros here means answers, right? Because we set our equations equal to 0, right? Just like we did for the quadratic ones. So again, Factors of the last number that doesn't have a variable. Factors of the number in front of your largest exponent. Then divide everything in this by everything here. Right? So like if this was a 6, we'd have 1, 2, 3, and 6. So you divide everything by 1, by 2, by 3, and by 6. So yes, you will get some duplicate stuff. So make sure you're reducing your fractions and crossing out any duplicates you get in your assignment. Okay? Please let me know if you have questions. I am posting an additional YouTube video that will hopefully explain this in a better or different way. Please watch it if you feel like you need some extra help once you get going on your assignment.